This is Frog Valley Tropical Fruit Farm, and I'm gonna go and pick some vegetables and talk about house plants and other plants that I enjoy growing and hoarding. Orchids being one of them. These orchids, these Vanda orchids, they just continuously bloom year-round without doing any fertilizers, just hanging outside. And they're stunning. And they just need to be in hanging in a bush like that, in an oak tree. With a healthy ecosystem, I think that matters, because what's floating through the air does matter. I failed to mention about regenerative agriculture. I say I don't use the wood chips, or I've talked about not getting wood chips, because I couldn't be certified if I use municipal wood chips. So everything has to really come from the farm. They allow exemptions for animal feeds and animal beddings. So that's good, because you can't really get organic hay around here. At least maybe I need to look again. These alocasias and the philodendrons that I collect, and other stuff like roses. This is crepuscule, Crepescule, I hope. Alocasia, I hope it grows more. I don't water this stuff, or I haven't watered it since June probably. Because around the house I have been known to put the water on, the sprinkler. That's because it looks better. But water's good. So around here I've been trying to hoard different house plants, because you can grow them outside, and here, and you don't have to do anything to them. The philodendrons, this is the albo from a node cutting. So the little tiny nodes, the little green stem on the bottom where it came off of, that was I guess an inch node. Just a cutting with a root on it, one root, aerial root. And I was embarrassed to buy it for myself for Christmas, but that kind of started me. I was so mad at myself for not buying one of these Monstera variegatas when they were cheap, or you could get, but I didn't. But I'm gonna grow this one on my huge giant tree, so we will always have that, because it's a beautiful plant. And then this philodendron with the ruffly leaves and the gold color. And then this one's Presa Verde. All really, really, really expensive plants that grow outside, house plants that grow outside here without doing anything, growing naturally. Hoyas, everything grows here in Florida. That's I guess that's why it was originally called Florida. Somebody thought I actually did something for the freeze. For cold weather, but I don't do anything except for maybe get stressed out if I ever see it. We saw it last winter for the first time in 13 years we've had property in Florida. It was 31 degrees for 5 hours here, which didn't do anything except for 20 mango trees and one achacha and one egg fruit. But everything else, there was no frost damage on anything. All this cold, sensitive stuff. So biology can generate heat for your plants to survive, because that's what they want. Biology wants your plants to survive. This is that Alpinia Rugosa, the ruffled leaf. You know, ruffled leaf ginger. It's gorgeous with a velvet underneath. I love this plant. I get kind of bored just doing the fruit trees. I never got into the collecting of the jaboticabas and stuff. I find them gorgeous. I have them, but when I started hoarding fruit trees, I got to taste the fruit at Flying Fox Fruit, and I didn't like the fruit. I thought grapes were better, but I thought the trees were gorgeous. I know that they're important and they're gorgeous. That's why I have them, and I understand why people do it, but I like the big fruited, sweeted stuff. That's why I made myself sick eating top-tier mangoes this year. I'll never do that again. It's possible. It's looking really good here. I think that we're taking the house is coming off the market this weekend, or week, I guess. It has to be off Monday or so. So that is good. So we don't want to sell. I mean, where are we going to go? And so somebody can come in here and start mowing again. Mow down all the thousands of trees. Planted in unknown areas throughout the tall grass, because I know that staying off the sand is the single best thing you can do for your tropical fruit trees. It's true. I know people do other things, but this is what we do. I mean, you go to a national park in Florida, you know, it's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I mean, how beautiful is Florida? Yes. So, do they let you just drive all over everything and walk all over everything? No, they have paths. People have forgotten what nature is. That's the problem. We forgot that we needed manure in our systems. We forgot that we have to treat the animals with respect. But anyway. So the large plants are worth lots of money, I guess, of this. And this is just one that started fruiting after 5 years. I planted, it was one, like, I don't know, it's like a 3-gallon pot. And I put here, never watered. They don't need to be watered here. Look at how thick it is. House plants to you, but landscaping plants to us here in certain parts of Florida. And they grow by themselves, which is, you don't have to do anything. I never gave that area any manure, ever. This tree is huge. I'm gonna grow that variegated monstera on this. It's like, what's that square? That's a piece of rotten wood from a branch that hardened off, died and hardened off. boy, when you're kind of sick, everything is like very like doom and gloom. I had to go to the grocery store. I didn't have to, but I was looking for blue cheese, and my partner said they couldn't find it anywhere, so I had to go to the grocery store. And it was like not the one with the P, but the other one, because there's only 2 options. And I was just so shocked by the complete lack of organic stuff they had in there. It's like people just don't buy organic. That's why I know that it's not gonna, I hate to get doom and gloom, but I know that the regenerative agriculture has failed. Otherwise, you'd see more organic stuff. Then they put the tomatoes, the pesticide tomatoes, in the same thing with the organic tomatoes. And that's not, I don't know, I just am so, it's like so, it's not organic then, because the molecules are mixed. So the pollution has entered the other tomato. So beautiful here. I mean, it really is. This really is like Eden. Florida could be Eden. Being able to plant these tropical fruit trees, all of them, not just one of them, but all of them, and house plants, expensive house plants, just right in the ground, without any help from you or me, and grow them is like kind of mind-boggling. So I've been planting, I planted about 20 little patches of vegetables in areas that were really bad. You could see this is, hadn't been mowed in like 3 years, and it has there's no biomass. And I planted a lot of stuff in here, and it just has always struggled. I have garcinias and stuff planted on this side that are doing well. Luke's garcinias and chatas and imbis and other garcinias all through here. It's just, everything's so hard to see because of the green on the camera. You can't really, there's a Luke's garcinia. But when you're like doing the camera, it's like, you can't see this stuff. So I do these little vegetables. I've done about 20 of them. These are all areas where I drop manure, like, I don't know, almost 2 months ago, probably 2 months ago. And then on this one, I spread some biodynamic compost because I have to make and use biodynamic compost in order to stay certified biodynamic. So I do make it, and I use it for potted soil. It's an excellent potting soil for starting tropical fruit seeds. So I'm just gonna, this is what I do. This is a little lettuce there. I'm gonna cut that. I'll cut it, and then I'll throw it in the bowl. It looks like a radish, so I'm not gonna cut that. Yep, I got my blue cheese, I got my balsamic vinegar, and I got my olive oil. Maybe some coconut milk. A little nutmeg, maybe. They don't even sell organic salad dressings, I found like 3 in this one store that is a better store than the others. And they had like balsamic vinegar and olive oil organic salad dressing. I mean, that's like the easiest one to make, so I just have to make my own salad dressing, which is better anyway. So 20 little plots like this, with radishes and basil. I got a late start on my tomatoes. I've done tomatoes before, great, they work great, but I don't know, I was kind of slow to do it. Plus it was so hot here. I mean, it's hot here. It was really hot yesterday. It's nice. I like it hot. Heat doesn't really bother me. Thank God. Hot, I mean, it was 81 degrees. It wasn't like 110. I think the hottest it's ever been here was 96 degrees. I believe that's the number. Since I've lived in Florida, maybe it's 98, but I know it's 90 something. It's not 99. Okay, pick the lettuce up. The greens. It's good I see I have radishes coming up. I thought I planted some fennel and stuff too. I love fennel. I haven't had a good homemade salad in ages. I eat that Biddens and then tropical fruit, which is good too. But I get a little sick of it. I eat it raw. Probably not the best thing for somebody with thyroid issues, but that's what I do. And it seems to work. I feel good. I feel better when I eat it. I know if I start feeling a little like anxious that I hadn't been eating my greens, and in combination with my moringa and everything else. But it's a little salad. It's not eaten by bugs. I see one little leaf that has 2 little holes in it, but the bugs don't seem to bother it. Gonna get a little bit more from right over here. Oh yeah, I see some lettuce came up. And mustard greens, which I love these greens. Yeah, why would I want to sell this place? I love it. Like crazy. When it's real quiet and nice, it's like super nice. Is that because it's Sunday morning? Okay, let me get this lettuce. So now I feel it's sustainable, where I could just start having salads all the time again, every day if I wanted, which I like to do. And I don't water this. That's the truly amazing thing. It's just you plant it and walk away and harvest. You don't have to do anything. That's the real beauty of it. I don't have to do anything. I don't know why I say you. It's me. I don't have to do anything. So if you have a bunch of these, because you know we drop one of these down every day, and I've started it on the pier just without the compost. This is another one with the Biodynamic Compost, and it's doing well. Here's the cilantro is coming up very nicely. Finally, some different lettuces. I got some Dinosaur Kale, which can last 2 years in this area, but I've started in the pure, just the aged cow manure that I've dropped down, because this I dropped down the manure and then I put the compost on top like a month ago. I did a video of it, and it's doing good. I have another plot of it over here, but that's quite a bit of salad for me. Thank God. Thank God. Whoops. Can't multitask here. But I was walking down here the other day and I saw those little, what trees were these? These the Adamoyas? Yeah. And, starfruit? Yeah. Is there starfruit in there? Looks like maybe, no. I don't see any starfruit. But I know they're Adamoyas. They look good. Adamoyas seem to do just fine without any watering and produce well. The priestly Adamoyas from one of our trees, our mother tree. These pigeon peas are huge. It's got a little custard apple there. And Angus cinnamonier there that froze back from the 31 degrees. But none of the custard apple or the mango or none of the other mangoes in this area froze back from our record 31 degrees. I don't do anything because of the cold, because I don't have to. This cold's not been an issue here. So here's a newer little vegetable patch that I made. This one's in pure zebu, just pure manure that I dropped. It's mixed with hay and pine shavings. And then I mix it into the soil. And I don't sell vegetables, but this is just for us. Pure raw manure, no compost. The manure is the compost. The zebu manure is like a soil aggregate. I'm gonna set that there and go look at these other plots just to see how far they are along that are nearby here. So 20 of these little vegetable patches that I've thrown into the woods and planted seeds into and walked away. Only in Florida, I'm telling you. Or maybe not. You could probably do it in other areas. But I know it's really easy here. Cilantro. Yep. Way late start on my tomato. Ain't gonna make it. Ain't gonna cut it. Here's the Adamoyas I planted over here with the starfruit. And they're really good. There's the starfruit I see down at the bottom. This is something that looks like a, I don't know, almost looks like a jackfruit. I may have shoved a jackfruit seed in there from our fruit. Anyway, this is Frog Valley Farm. I should show you that tree while I'm right here. So this tree I thought was going to be long dead because it started falling down because it had a huge rot split right down the center of it. But it appears like it's growing back together. It's like almost the two sides are touching again. It's closed from the top, I see. So see that? That's split. And then at the top, it's like the tree looks like it's touching the other. Maybe it was already like that, but it appears like it's closing off. So it was a lot worse than that. It was like a big rotten spot, and this branch broke back. And I was really worried for this tree, but it appears like this was because of the compaction. That it was killing the oak trees one by one from mowing with machinery, because this isn't like other areas. We're just a sandbar. So sand is very easily disturbed. Anyway, this is Frog Valley Tropical Fruit Farm. Have a good day.